Hello and welcome back to another pretty HD video. Today we have another career mode video. It's a tutorial this time. Well, a tutorial as such, if you like, because it's almost like a guide as well. It can sponsor both of them. So anyway, let's get to it. We have the most and best versatile players. And just before I start, I did want to just disclaim, there's probably way more than this. But I've just picked out a few of them that I know of by heart, that I've sort of thought about already or looked at before. I did know of a centre-back who could play centre-forward, but I can't remember who he was, so if you do know who that was, then make sure you do comment down below. So this is the best versatile players. I don't have many lower rated players here. There is a few left backs who can play striker, but this is based off their FIFA positions and their real life positions as well. So let's get to it. The first one on the list is Branislav Ivanovic. As you can see, you can pick him up for around 7 million. He's got really good stats. He is a bit old now though, so it wasn't preferable. But he is a very versatile player. You can play centre back and right back on the game. But his high work rate means you could play him right mid or even centre mid if you really needed him to. The next on the list is Phil Jones. We don't know his overall yet, and he is injury prone, but his potential is around 84, and he does grow quite well as well. So he isn't a bad option. On this game, he can play centre-back, right-back, and centre-mid. Really, that is pretty much all he can play in real life as well. Right mid, not really for him, to be honest. He doesn't have great technical stats. When you look at his attacking stats, he has very good defensive stats, however, as you can see by the ticks. Christoph Kramer is someone I used on my Everton career mode. This guy is awesome. He's really good. And if you don't know how good he is, then make sure you do go and check out my Everton career mode right now. He says that he can only play CDM and centre mid, but he could play cam. He could even play centre back if you wanted him to, with them high work rates, because he has got decent tackling as well. So he could play centre back, right back, and even right mid. So he is very versatile in real life as well as on the game. You can pick him up for around 5 to 10 million on this game. The next one is Philipp Lahm. He is just outstanding, and in my current main career mode, he is just simply awesome. Look at them stats. He could play anywhere. He really is a Gareth Bale type player. CDM right back and centre mid, but he's played left back for Germany before. He could play centre back even though he's quite small. He could play cam, right mid, left mid. You could play this guy anywhere. Literally anywhere on this game. He wouldn't do a half bad job up front either. Look at his ball control, his dribbling. Yes, his finishing is poor, but look, he wouldn't do a terrible job up front because he really is so good. Speed-wise, he's not exactly slow. Strength-wise, he is quite weak, but technically, he is just amazing. His passing, his slide tackle, 95. He's just simply, undeniably, one of the best players on the game, and his positions really don't reflect where he can play in real life, to be honest. He could play absolutely anywhere, and even though he's 30, I would recommend him. Honestly, I would recommend buying him. If you start with Bayern, keep him for another 2-3 seasons for sure. He is a great player, and he really does very well. David Alaba next, another Bayern Munich player. So many versatile Bayern Munich players, and this is probably why in my Bayern career mode, you see a lot of interchanging players in different positions, because look at him. He's so consistent. Left back, centre mid, CDM left mid. And, well, with his full-star weak foot, he could play right back and right mid if you really needed him to. And he's just so consistent. No stat orange. They're all yellow or green or even dark green, which is even better. He's Austrian, young. You can pick him up for around 10 to 20 million. He's definitely one of the best left backs on the game, if not the very best left back option on the game. Another Bayern Munich player. If a player gets injured in one position in Bayern, there's always another one to fill in. We've got Xavi Martinez. Of course, you know from history that he can play CDM for sure. He can play centre mid as well, and with his right foot, he could play right back if needed. But he really is a tall presence in centre back and CDM, similar to Mascherano if you like, but I think he's slightly better than Mascherano, and he I really do rate this guy. I think he's absolutely top class, and he really is, like it says here, a tactician. He's a tackling. He can master the art of tackling, and he can play anywhere. I mean, his technical stats show that his passing is really good, but then he's a really rough and rugged player as well with his stand and slide tackle. Then we've got up next Marco Reus. He is just out of this world. Left mid, cam, right mid, left wing. Striker is definitely an option for Reus. He is definitely going to be a striker with a finishing of 85. People play him in striker, and he grows just as well, although he's technically playing out of position. In real life, he's played striker before, and although he's injury prone, and the fact that he will cost you over 40 million, he is still undeniably one of the most versatile left midfielders on the game. The problem is Gareth Bale. Yeah, you would say that he could play left back. He even can play in goal. He even played in goal when he was a kid at some point during his career. And the likes of Leighton Baines as well. He played in goal and up front during his career. A lot of the defenders used to play up front and things like that. So, to be honest, players like Gareth Bale used to play spaces, but on this game they're not quite as versatile. Marco Reus is one of them. Because you can only have 4 positions on the game, Marco Reus is definitely one of the most versatile players on the whole of the game, along with Hazard in left mid as well. Sterling up next, another very versatile player. You get a lot of wingers who can play across the front 3 in right mid, left mid and cam, and even striker in some cases, such as Rooney. Rodrigo can play anywhere as well, and he isn't only versatile, he is very good attackively, defensively even. When you look at his defensive stats, they're not absolutely terrible. You've got a decent strength on him, and he, to be honest, is a great option potential-wise as well. He will cost you around 10 to 15 million. Spanish, he is again another great option. And the good thing about a lot of the versatile players, they're not only versatile, they're great options in career mode, because in career mode, if you get an injury, which seems to be more occurring this year in FIFA 15, then you've got a player who can fill in even if he's not that position, like Christian Atsu, who, although he's not featured in this, Christian Atsu played left wing, cam and right mid, but there's so many wingers who can do that on this game. I couldn't feature all of them, I simply couldn't, so I just selected a few of them, which I think really fit this very well. Wayne Rooney up next. He is excellent, and although he will cost you a lot of money because he's English, he is very good. Can play through the middle, and left mid is a place where he has played before. He's got high work rates, which means left mid, centre mid would be pretty much his perfect position. I think he's more of a cam in real life, and on here he's a striker, but I would play him cam, especially in a Man United team with Falcao and Robin van Persie. He is really an engine, and despite the fact that he's 28, he will still grow to around 88, 89 if you really do push him further. Now for the pretty much, in my opinion, most versatile player in all of FIFA and all of the game and all of football, in my opinion. Thomas Muller is literally the boss. Look at them positions. Right mid, cam, striker, left mid, high work rates. He could play anywhere, absolutely anywhere. And his stand and slide tackle aren't amazing, but you could probably slot him in at right back or left back and he would do fine. In real life, he is so free. He moves around the park so fluently, like a drop of water. He will literally just go anywhere, win the ball back, make an interception, do something great, have a great attack on the go, create a counter, score some goals. He is just so good, and his weak foot and his work rates really do complement that. And in my opinion, he is the most versatile player, not only in this game, but maybe in the whole of football, and, well, the best versatile player, like, if you know what I mean. So there's probably like some 60-rated player out there who can play in every single position on the pitch in real life, but in my opinion, it is either him or Philipp Lahm, and that is why Bayern Munich, in my opinion, are so ruthless in Bundesliga and sometimes in Champions League football as well, because they have so many players who can play everywhere. So they get an injury, it doesn't affect them because their right mid, who's a substitute, can fill in striker. It's just insane, and that is why Bayern Munich are such a good team, and that is why versatile players are so vital to have in your club and in career mode. And in my opinion, versatile players are definitely the best players you can buy as long as their stats complement it. And in this case, with Thomas Muller, they definitely do. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Like I said, these aren't all of the versatile players. There would be millions of them, absolutely millions. Well, not millions, of course, thousands. And there's players like Atsu, like I've already mentioned, who are very, very good. But I've already got wingers like him, and Bale. I've already got wingers like him, like Royce. So I decided to leave them out and put only one version of themselves in there. And in my opinion, I think I've made a few good choices. I do recommend all of these players. If you're with a big club, then this is definitely recommendable. If you want to see some lower league club versatile players, then make sure you like and subscribe, comment to tell me that as well. Tell me directly, I want a lower league club versatile players video, and I will. See you next time.